Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy and welcome to another open with me. Sorry, I was just getting my specs in case I need them. So this one is Inside Crochet magazine, and you can already see it's got this little Janie Crow book inside it. I don't know what else we've got. There's bonus gift. Oh, it is Janie Crow Designs catalogue. So it's I don't know if it's a free gift or just a catalogue. So let's open this up and have a little look at what we got. So we take this one out and get this off because that does cause a lot of glare. So let's just see if we see enough if I turn my light off. No, it's just the same. It's probably because the back light's on. Just bear with me a second. I'll pause it and I'll go and turn that off. Okay, I'm back. That was a little puzzling. I tried every single light I had, and it turned out it was in fact just the window. So back to the magazine. So let's see what we've got in here this time. Must make stylish tote bag. We've got embroidered tunic, starry wrap and delicate tea. We have skylark placemats. I actually been thinking of making some placemats. A sunburst cushion, pretty Alice band and festival fashion. Okay, so I felt like there was something in there ready to fall out. No, maybe not, just quite fat. So we'll go have a look and see what we find once we open this up. So we've got our usual adverts. Not quite often you see one for Debbie Bliss, but there is. So this is the one where they show you all these little tiny thumbnails of the things that are in this magazine to make, where the little tiny thumbnails are too small to actually get a good picture of it. So they might as well not bother. And then there's tells you which pages everything's on. And we always have like a little editorial piece. This one's In the Loop. The Easy Listening Rise of Crafty Podcasts. I'm not sure I'd like a crafty podcast. Doing it online, you know, if you've got a video, or like I do my blog in the morning, or vlog should I say, that's different. You're looking at it. I don't think I just like to listen. I think, you know, a lot of people in days gone by, they listened to radio shows. I guess some people still do, but for me, I'm a more visual person. I like to see it. So there's what we've got down the side. They do have very small print in these magazines, I have to say. So in the spotlight, reach, what's that say? There we go. Reach for the skies with these gorgeous yarny treats. Cloud 9. There's a pretty cloud hooks. £12. And a little gem. So they're really just adverts. That's kind of pretty though. That was my arm, by the way, rubbing on the countertop. I know it sounded a little dodgy, but it actually was just my arm. So, Lindsay Noons, Lottie and Albert. So, again, more pieces. Just adverts and stuff. Insta winner. So, they do competitions. Sorry if I have to keep moving it closer, but they do have quite small print, I find, this magazine. So, we've got food for thought. They always have a recipe, and this is courgette, basil and lemon pasta. I think that's really my cup of tea, but you know, might be. Sounds veggie, doesn't it? Possibly even vegan. So if you fancy that, I'd have trouble with lemon in things. I don't put lemon on fish even. I'm quite set in my ways. And yet I like lemony mayonnaise. But anyway, Black Sheep Walls, little advert for them. Lots of adverts in this magazine. So, and Bernat advert. So there's a little piece on books. Amigurumi Treasures. Soft Quarterly Summer 2020. Oh, Toft, sorry, not soft. Toft Quarterly. They do have some nice bits in there. Mandala Style Throws. Might be worth a look. But it's £12.99. And it's in US terms. Sheepy's Yarnit Macro Botanica. UK terms. At least they tell you on here, like the top one I was going to say, but it come out as Toft. The top Toft is UK terms. It's good that they put that, I think. So here we go, part 1, shapes and sketches. Right. Don't really think that helps. Not me anyway. Susie flower pot. There you go, if you might want to make a nice flower pot. It's kind of cool. I was going to say cute, come out cool. I'm not doing very well with my words today. It's quite nice, clear written pattern for that. You know, I was going to say like explanation, but I like the way they've set it out. It's not all jumbly. It's nice and easy to read. So giving it a good amount of space, which is not bad, because some patterns are quite jumbly, hard to read, and they put you off straight away. Fields of gold. Enjoy blue skies and sunshine with our summery fashion and accessory as well. It's torrential rain constantly, so I'd love to, but that's more like the sky we've got right now. Saw the Goodyear blimp today. Took a picture of it, and it did look a bit stormy, but it wasn't as bad as it looked on camera. So I think these are those patterns that we're going to see a bit later. They don't really explain it unless you read this tiny print, but this is obviously a vest top, one in blue, and then these are the shorts that I noticed. Oh, sorry, I whistled. Shorts that I noticed on the front when they said that they had festival makes. So I guess these are the festival makes. You've got this tote bag, so that's what they must have been referring to. That's kind of pretty. I don't know if it's the whole thing. Might be. It's kind of pretty. I like that. I'm not keen on the capelet thing. I'm not really into those sort of things. And then we've got Granny Square turned on its top to look like diamonds and made into a dress. Make your hobby epic. Yarn and colours. So what's this one? Digital subscriptions start from as little as $19.99 for 6 months. I don't think you need a code. What's that say there? Just... No code. So I don't need to hold it open for anyone. If you want to do that, I'm sure there's no code needed. More adverts. Lots of adverts. Blast off. That's like a rocket cushion. Is that in here? I wonder. I think so, because when they have these big pictures, they tend to be what's in the magazine. So that's just going to be this, I dare say. That's actually quite a nice little t-shirt. It's quite cute. Typical of our weather, I have to say. There's another little tote. There's the Alice band. Can't really see what it looks like so much, but it looks like a rainbow on a band. And don't know what that is. Wall hanging, would you say that is? Maybe. We'll see when we get to it. Then we've got the cushion they were talking about on the front cover, and the placemats. They do actually look quite nice. I like those. And a throw there. Hard to make out. Lots of swirls and tassels. Festival tops on the high street. Crochet on the high street. I was looking at this the other day. I decided to have a little look to see which shops had crochet tops and how much they were. And I found one which would be so simple to make. And it was, I think, £90. Another one was 100 and something. And I just, you know, you'd make them for next to nothing, really. In fact, this one was there that I saw. Exactly that one. And that is mango. And that one, I think, was about £70 or thereabouts. But how simple is that? It doesn't even have granny squares on the back. It just has granny stitch. But I was a bit intrigued by the way that they had joined these. You see, it's kind of joined with just, looks like sewing, but I couldn't quite figure out what they'd done here. It made it almost like a star, the way they'd sewed that together. But so simple to make. Ridiculously simple, but extremely expensive. So what are we doing? We should be in production making these things. Seriously. Make a fortune. Granny square sort of thing hat. And a tote bag. Reminds me kind of one I've seen recently on YouTube, and obviously the one I made, but mine's just granny. some crocheted earrings. There's a lot of people that do those. Crocheted earrings. But those are on the high street. So here we go. Crochet make it section. So the rest of this book is all the makes. So let's see what we've got. Now I do like this top. It's called Cloudy Sky Tea. And that's actually quite pretty. It reminds me of a smock, the way they've got this bit here. But I do actually like that. That's pretty cool. Good sleeves. I hate cap sleeves. And I like them short. I don't really, even in the winter, I'm not a long sleeve kind of gal. And I like the sleeves. Although if I did them and it was for me, they'd probably fit. But I've got slightly larger arms than this young lady. But I wouldn't make them baggy in any case because I don't like that. But that does actually look really nice. And there's all the instructions for that one. Goes on to the next page. So here we go. London Loop. Gorgeous knitting, crochet and embroidery supplies. Another advert. And more adverts on the other side. Golden Hour vest. So let's have a look at that close up. It's quite nice. I like the shaping because so many of them are just not shaped well. But that one is. I don't know about this though. Is that like elasticated or something, giving it that ruched kind of top? One size fits all maybe. Oh, it's just a frill. Here we go. Got a frill edge. I think I'd do it without the frill edge, but you know, it's just a matter of taste, isn't it? I'm not a frilly person. Little scallop edge maybe, but not frill. So here's the shorts. Now I can't really say I like crocheted shorts. Mini skirt, fine. Shorts, I've seen some dodgy pictures of men in crocheted shorts on Facebook. I'm sure you have too. And they always have captions like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. So whenever I see crocheted shorts, I always think, no, please don't. So anyway, if you do fancy making them, there they are. But I think I prefer skirts and tops. So here we go. We've got Celeste vest. And it's got little stars, but they're only kind of embroidered in. Little crosses and simple stars. Misty Morning Shawl. Now that's nice. Nice. It looks very warm, doesn't it? Because, you know, that would be good for the winter as well. Here's a close-up of what that looks like. That's nice. I like that. You know me, I'm not overly lacy, but I don't mind the odd bit of lace. So this is the dress. And I like the fact that it's got just a plain ordinary top and not just made into squares. But that would be easier to do in squares, I say. That's the sunrise dress. And there's a picture of the top more closely. That's not bad. It's not a simple granny square either, that one. It's actually made in a round. And I made a square very similar to this on my channel where I did I might have been a hexagon. Not sure if it was a square or a hexagon. But I remember I like the way it crisscrossed. And so I'll try if I can remember, I'll put a link at the end to that square or round or hexagon, whatever it was. But I'll put a link up because I really liked the way that row round made it look. So we've got charts for this one. If you fancy having a go at that. I like that. This one usually has a few, not such a, not really that keen on these recipes, on these patterns, but I actually quite like a lot in this one. So we've got this iconic women book for free. Subscribe today and receive the brilliant Crochet Iconic Woman book for free. So should you want that, I'll hold this up just in case there is a code, which I can't see a code number. Is there? Don't see one. Maybe everybody gets that price, whatever. There's no code. Don't know. So I'm not keen on this, but I know there will be a lot of people who are because we're all different. This is the Sunset Capelet. I feel like it should be longer and be a poncho or something. That's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not very into these croppy things. I always hide behind longer things personally. Stormy Skies tote bag. That looks a very simple one to make, just a very long stitch. Whether that's functional, you'd have to line it. If you wanted to put stuff in like this, it would just be poking out, wouldn't it? So yeah, anyway, let's move on. The Seren wrap. Now that just sounds a bit like what Americans call cling film. Saran wrap. That's what that reminds me of. Obviously not to look at. It's kind of look like little stars. Very pretty. I like that. See, I do like lacy things sometimes, just not overly. And this is how they all fit together. Nice little chart to show you how they fit together. Because sometimes, I remember when I was making the tote bag, trying to explain how to fit those squares together to get that shape. And it was a puzzle of how to try and get that across. So it's nice to have that chart. So here's that little brooch. It's the swallow brooch, summer swallow. If you fancy making a little brooch, might be a nice little thank you gift for teachers or something like that. Make a little brooch. Obviously, you can get them other things if you want. Advert. Move on. The rainbow picnic rug. Now this is that one on the front that I was kind of a bit intrigued by, because it obviously goes all the way around, and you've got these tassely bits at 3 corners. Well, no, 4. There they are. Oh, obviously it goes in a round, and then you join it. It's intriguing. Looks quite... There it is. Look. Didn't have to do that, did I? It's a picture of it in its glory. But it look, I don't know how that would be joined. I guess you have to make these ultra long stitches to join it here. See? Well, I don't think I'll make it, but it's unusual, that's for sure. Here's where you find all your back issues, if there's any that you want. Now the sunshine and rainbow cushion. So you've got sunshine on one side and rainbow on the other. That's not bad. You can choose which way round to have it. But I've seen other cushions I like better than this one. The fact that they don't do this round very well is worrying, that they're making it has these hexagon points, which if you do your round correctly won't show that. Oh well. But I like the way they've edged it in pom-poms. That's pretty different. So that might be food for thought for something I'm doing in the future. I've had this thing in my mind as a back burner for a while, and that's where it stayed. Skylark placement and coaster sets. Now, as I said before, I like these. They're not bad. They remind me kind of a little bit of Aztec, kind of, obviously, but not, if you know what I mean. A cross between Aztec meets Wedgwood, if there is such a thing. But I quite like those, and the nice little chart for them as well. They look like they'd be easy. Nice and straightforward. Rectangular and square. Well, now here we've got the rocket pillow. If you want to fancy making that for somebody. We've got little people in it, look. About to blast off, perhaps. That's not quite cool, actually. And out of this world playmat, that's what it was. Unfortunately, with the little picture that you see on the front, there was no way, wherever it was, there was no way of knowing. I can't find it now. What on earth that would be? It looked like a wall hanging. But now it's just obviously a big rug for the floor. Makes more sense being a rug for the floor, doesn't it? With toys on it. So there we go. All of the instructions how to make that. It's quite big though, so this goes over a few pages. So what we got now? Clouded yellow butterfly and the rainbow headband. So here's a picture of that rainbow headband up close. It looks a little bit how I made my rainbow, to be honest. I made a large and a small, and it looks like it's made the same way. So next month is End of the Pier. End of the Pier theme. So lots of kind of squares, maybe. I like this cushion though, it's kind of cute. I always seem to get this magazine. I like to try more. Sunshine on a rainy day top. Now I did like that on the front cover. They always seem to have these tops and they look nice for girlies. But I suppose if you didn't do the rainbow and the cloud and you made it in a different colour and did slightly different edging, it would be right for anyone. So what we've got, how to crochet. And here we've got all of the basics, getting started, the main stitches, counting a chain, and treble crochets fastening off, shaping and colour work and tension. Lots of info in this one. Working in the round, abbreviations, breaking the language barrier, so UK and US terms, charts and keys, how to read them. So lots of information in this one, which I quite like. And this is hook sizes, converting US to UK. They don't ever really tend to put anyone else's sizing in. But that's that cover to cover, and I hope you don't hear the TV too loud. I think Gary's put the TV on. So let's have a look then. This is the Janie Crow collection. So I think it's more just a catalogue from what it said on the front, but we shall see. Now, I have bought some hooks from Janie Crow in the past on eBay. So let's see. The Lily Pond Blanket Crochet Along projects. So I guess you have to go to the website to see all this. It reminds me of the tiles one. I've got that pattern somewhere. It's beautiful. I can't remember the name of it now. Persian tiles or something. And texture rugs kind of thing. What's this one? It is more of a catalogue, isn't it? Showing off what you can make. Climbing rose wrap. That's very boho, isn't it? The tessellations. See, that's the same sort of thing. Beautiful to look at. Absolutely gorgeous if you fancy trying something like that. And there we go. The Mystical Lanterns blanket, shawl and scarf. So that's pretty. They do some lovely ones. Very jazzy and pretty. The Hollycars scarf. Magic circles and blanket and scarf. So it is just basically patterns, isn't it, for this? The My Store collection. Not so much as a free gift. There's a catalogue inside of things that you can spend your money on. Lotus flower wrap looks quite pretty. A little bit loopy for me. Indian Roses blanket. Again, that's pretty. I've noticed that all of these designs are very, very labour intensive and colourful and jazzy. Not a great deal of plainness in any of it. Look at that. That's an interesting way of finishing, isn't it? Unusual. Very nice. And different. This one's the Field of Gold. Obviously a take on the sunflower. Too many pages at once there. Only felt like two, but it wasn't. That's very nice stuff. This is the Delft blanket. We've got even more pottery makes coming up. Willow Blossom blanket and scarf on the Imogen blanket. So this is the Willow Blossom. This is the Imogen. I don't know how much these will set you back. There's no prices. Una hand knitted cushion cover. And the Stray Moy hand knitted cushion cover. Very, very pretty. Very difficult. Obviously, I think that's cabling. Hook wraps and project bags. The Janie Crow tea towel. So there we are. That's the catalogue. Not so much of a good free gift, but a catalogue. So that's it for this edition of the Inside Crochet. Let's have a look. What edition are we up to here now? 137. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if I can remember, I will put up a picture of that. It's either a square or it's a hexagon or a circle. One of the three. So I'll put that up at the end. And thank you for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.